Hi guys, welcome to Improved Garage. So today, different video. We're not doing any projects today. I just wanted to talk about YouTube. I want to talk about, basically I just hit my 2-year anniversary of the first video that I posted on YouTube. And I got this birthday reminder in YouTube Studio. So I thought it might be interesting to do a video that was just about YouTube and my experience so far and the videos that I've done, and talk a little bit about the monetization and the process of getting a channel going and some of the things that I've learned. I couldn't find a lot of information about this at the beginning. I mean, there's sources all over the place, but it's really hard to just find straight answers to a lot of things. Um, so I thought that I would just do a video and maybe it'll be useful for the next person who wants to do something like this. So I just hit 2 years on YouTube. My first video was posted March 11th of 2021. Today is April 1st of 2023. I currently have 1,516 subscribers and I have 194,000 views in total, something along those lines. So, when I started off here, my whole intention was to just share some things that I enjoy, that I'm passionate about. I like my cars. I like working in the garage. I like doing detailing. I like, doing a lot of this stuff. But a lot of the people in my life don't necessarily understand it. They support it, appreciate the fact that I like these things. Jessica appreciates that her car is cleaned every week. But most people, my friends, my family, they don't really kind of understand the idiosyncrasies or just the fact that, like, when I look at a car and it's got swirls all over it, I can't help but see them and it drives me nuts. And even if it's not my car, I want to fix it. And it's just one of those things that I've kind of always dealt with. Um, so that was kind of the basis for the channel. I wanted to play around with some tools. I wanted to tinker around with some things. I wanted to share some videos, especially videos on the things that maybe I was looking for myself and couldn't find. Like, how do you change the oil on a 2022 Mercedes-Benz SLC 300? People that own that car aren't changing their own oil, but I did. And it's not really because I enjoy it. But I just don't really trust other people. And, I don't trust them to not put it through a car wash. I don't trust them to, to not torque down the drain plug to 150 foot-pounds. I don't trust them to do the things, like I trust myself. So, and that's probably a different issue for another day. But anyway, so my goal here at the beginning was to, to do a channel, to share a couple things. But obviously that all costs money. Having the channel costs money, the camera costs money, all of the stuff, the things that I'm talking about, the supplies, the things that I'm playing with. Now, a lot of that I would have bought anyway, and you could make that argument for it. So I don't necessarily need to justify it, but the more that I want to do, the more money is required to make that happen. And I'm looking at a $1,500 camera setup at this point that's sitting next to me, and you know that was required to get my videos to the point that my audio didn't suck and that people would actually watch them and that they were 4K and all of that stuff. So this was never really designed to be like I'm going to do this to quit my job and make this my profession. It was more so a hobby that I decided to share with people. And I want to talk about how much money I've made so far. I wanted to be transparent about that and just talk through, if you're ever looking to start your own channel, this is kind of what I learned so far. So from the very beginning, I immediately, when I started my channel, I was talking about products and I immediately signed up for an Amazon affiliate account because I thought that that would be a really easy way for me to, if I'm going to be talking about products, people are going to want to know what products I'm using. So putting a link in the description is the easiest way to share that. And if you put an Amazon affiliate link, then you get a small kickback if somebody buys things, like if they click on your link and then they buy something from Amazon. It doesn't even need to be the thing that you linked, actually. It could be something related to it. As long as it's on the same visit or close to the same visit, there's sometimes a length of time depending on the affiliation, or you get a small kickback. So I immediately signed up for an Amazon affiliate account. They allowed me to have it immediately, But then they put you on like a 30-day trial. So in that 30-day trial, I had gotten like $50 in Amazon affiliate revenue, but they reviewed my channel and determined that I did not have enough followers to be worthy of an Amazon affiliate account. And I forget what it was. It's something like your channel is not established enough to have an Amazon affiliate account. So I'm like, what the heck does that even mean? I had, I don't know, 150 subscribers at the time or something along those lines. It was, really, really small. What does it established mean? And it's actually not defined. Like Amazon doesn't define it. They don't document it. There isn't a place that you can find it. Generally, it seems to be accepted that you need about 500 subscribers. So when I got up to like 450, I applied for affiliation again. They do the 30-day review process again. And this time they accepted it. And I was right around 500 when they accepted it. So it seems like 500 is a reasonable number, but there isn't like a clear cut 301 you're good and 299 you're not. It's just established, however they define that, which I found interesting. It was like, I'm sending leads to Amazon. They're making money because of my leads. And yet my channel isn't established, even though I'm sending qualified leads. It didn't make a lot of sense to me, but whatever. There are some people out there that suggested buying subscribers or trying to pay for subscribers in order to get over that threshold so that you can do that. And I didn't do that. It's appealing. I can understand it, but there's also like algorithms out there that detect that these subscriptions are bots, and then they cancel your YouTube channel or they pull your affiliation or whatever. And I didn't want to get into any of that crap. So I just didn't do it. So here's a very basic view of how my channel is doing right now. So I'll just kind of share. This is the YouTube studio where you can kind of see your information about your channel. So right now I have 1,516 subscribers. I gained 60 in the last 28 days. In the last 28 days, I've had about 1,000 watch hours and about 20,000 views. And in the last 28 days, I've made $64.99. So if I look at my analytics in total, I can see views and money and all of that stuff. So the video that I actually have with the most views, interestingly enough, well, this is in the last 28 days, is this short that I did on the best Milwaukee M12 battery right now, which I said was the CP2.5 because I really like it. It's an HO battery and it's a compact chassis. And that video outperforms these ones where like I'm showing people how to fix scratches using a Rupes Nano, or I'm installing whatever, like actually doing things. This was just a very brief 58-second short, which I'll get into that in a minute when I talk about playing the algorithms. But that video has a bunch of views. Well, if I look at my lifetime, so since I started the YouTube channel, what does this look like? I had a spike here. I released a video on the Milwaukee lawnmower and it just kind of went nuts. But other than that, like the best M12 battery actually has the most views of anything on my channel. And it's a pretty new video. It's only been out since February 20th, so a month and a half. This SRS airbag light fix gets a lot of hits because it's a pretty common thing on the Mazda, but that's one of my very first videos. It's IG number 13. It was published in May of 2021. This Milwaukee lawnmower, like I talked about, I released that like the weekend it was released. I happened upon one in Home Depot, brought it home, unboxed it, and did a video on it immediately, and it just went nuts. But like when I look at revenue, in total, I've made the best video I've done so far was $15. In total, I've made $486.69 from YouTube ad revenue. So in order to do YouTube ad revenue, you need to hit a threshold. So you'll see that it actually took me quite a while to hit the threshold when I look at my monetization. I didn't do it until August of 2022. So I've only been monetized in YouTube for about 8 months. In order to do that, you need to have 4,000 watched hours in the last rolling 12 months. So like today is April 1st, I would have had to have 4,000 watched hours between now and April 1st of 2022. And you also need to have 1,000 subscribers. Those two things both need to be true for you to apply for monetization. And then you can set up like a YouTube ad revenue account and you can get payments for it. So in general, I'm pulling, if I look at like my monthly numbers, like $0, $48, $60, $50, $70, $50. So I'm getting about $60 a month on average. I've been monetized for 8 months, $486. That in total, I've had about 11,000 watched hours and I've had 197,000 views total. So that's the income that I've had so far from YouTube specifically, a little under 500 bucks. Separately from that, I'm an Amazon affiliate. So I put links in my descriptions and people click on those and they happen to buy things from Amazon. Sometimes they buy the things that I recommend. Sometimes they buy something completely different. In total, I've pulled about $750 from that. So we're about $1,200 total. Separately, I'm an affiliate on Obsessed Garage, and I've pulled a little under $400 from that, about $350 in total. But that doesn't even cover the cost of my camera. And when you get into trying to grow the channel and trying to get more views and more subscribers, you start promoting videos. So if I go to my dashboard and I pull up, this most recent video that I did on the Mini getting new brakes, and here's some new things that haven't been posted yet. This one's actually scheduled for tomorrow. I can promote a video, and that will basically allow me to pay for Google Ads, and those Google Ads will promote my video in other people's videos that are similar. So if people are looking for, you put keywords in there, detailing or mini or brakes or whatever, EBC, for this video in particular. You put those things in, people click on them, and they're shown an ad, like a banner ad or a side ad or something along those lines. And the way that that works is you can kind of choose how much per day you want to spend on ads. I spend about $5 a day on ads. So I'm spending about $150 a month on ads, but my YouTube ad revenue is about $50 a month, $60 a month. So clearly that's a loss. My goal would be that it would grow to the point that it's actually self-sustaining. I would love the YouTube channel to be able to afford a vehicle, to be able to afford doing mods to the vehicle, to be able to afford a project, and to have the YouTube channel sustain that. I would love it to be able to afford a better camera or somebody to hold the camera that I can just pay, here's $20 an hour, come film me for a couple hours a week so that I can, do these videos and, not have to deal with the camera myself. That's kind of the monetary side of it. Obviously more established channels, people that have millions of viewers, they're making a lot more money than I am. But so far, I mean, this is positive. It's continuously positive, and I can't complain about that. I really appreciate all the people that watch, that subscribe, that continue to watch. And, when I go and I look at my views and I look at this graph in particular, a lifetime, and I see that there is a steady increase over time as time goes on, that makes me really happy. So, here's the last 365 days. There it goes. And there are some peaks and some valleys, and that's all fine. But in general, the channel is growing. And when I look at my subscribership and I see that subscribers are continuously going up, and that I haven't had any days where I've lost subscribers in a long time. So there are some days where I don't gain any, and that's fine. I understand that. There are some days where I gain 5. And it's remarkable that the best M12 battery YouTube short has gained me 6 subscribers, where other videos that are like has gained me 6 subscribers in the last 28 days. If I was going to give myself advice 2 years ago, hey, I'm going to start this YouTube channel, what advice from future me? Number one, I would have focused more on audio upfront. People will tend to watch videos that have poor video quality. People will tend to deal with poor video quality way longer than they will deal with poor audio quality. If you've got pops and hissing and you can't hear you and people can't hear you and it sounds like you're in a vacuum cleaner, nobody's going to watch your videos. Nobody's going to listen to your videos. They're not going to watch them even passively. They're just not going to. So focus on audio, invest in good microphones, invest in good audio equipment. You know, I'm using Rode Wireless Go mics now. I use a lavalier all the time. Right now I'm recording on a camera on my computer because I'm doing this through Zoom because it's the easiest way to kind of record my screen and have that information. But I would have spent more money on audio up front. In general, I would have spent more money on the whole camera setup up front. You know, I started off recording on my iPhone and I was using like the Samson mic that wasn't very good. And then I went to a Osmo Action, which is kind of like a GoPro. And those are cool for like driving videos, but they're really not good for like holding on a tripod and actually trying to record stuff. They overheat, the batteries suck, you know, they're just not a great solution. There's a reason why those exist, but it's not for doing the stuff that I'm doing. So then I went to a Sony ZV-1, which was fine, but I couldn't do any lens changes or anything like that. So I had difficulty in low light. I had difficulty with, you know, some situations. So then I went to the ZV-E10, and you know, so I bought 4 cameras in about a 1 year period. And the ZV-E10 that I have right now is awesome. It works very, very well. And at some point, I'll probably go and invest in something like a Canon 5D or a Sony Alpha or something like that. When I get to the point, I'll be investing in that camera when I've got somebody else to hold it. At this point, the camera is good enough for me and it's doing everything that I need it to do. My microphone works very well. My audio quality is good. I can record in 4K. But you know, that's one of the things that I would definitely recommend if you're getting into this. If you're going to overspend on anything, spend on a camera because you'll never be upset that you spent too much money on a camera, that you bought a better camera. It's going to save you having to do upgrades in the near future. Number 2, build a backlog, especially if you're doing it as a hobby. You know, if it's not your job, right? So like I work in IT, I have an actual job that I do, and this is my hobby. But you want to be releasing content regularly for YouTube algorithms to kind of promote your videos and for people to be able to find your stuff and to keep viewers engaged. So it can really feel like a job, and you could feel like, oh man, I really have to make a video this weekend because I just don't have anything to release. So my recommendation would be to build a backlog. For me, I want to be somewhere between 2 weeks and 30 days of backlog. So, you know, if I'm releasing 2 videos a week, I want to have somewhere between 4 and 8 videos that are sitting here. I don't want to have too many. When you get past like a month, then you're just going to be sitting on videos for a long time. And then you find something that's new, that's relevant, that you want to test out, and you're a month and a half away from releasing it. I like to have a backlog that's somewhere between 2 weeks and 30 days. And that allows me to get sick. That allows me to go on vacation. That allows me to be busy at work. That allows me to deal with the fact that it might rain for a week and I just might not get anything done. And that's okay. But I still have a video that I can release at the regular, you know, every Sunday. I release a video, and then some other days of the week, usually I try to do 2 a week in general. If it's tools, it's on Tuesday. If it's not tools, it's on Thursday usually. And I just kind of go from there. And there were some times where I was recording a lot of videos, and those videos would end up coming out 3, 4 times a week. Something that I've always tried to be is honest about all of this, honest up front. Like there isn't an agenda here. So if I think that something sucks, I'm going to say it. If I think that something is great, I'm going to say it. I don't have sponsors. I at some point probably will have sponsors, maybe, you know, at least somebody will give me some stuff to test. I did get like an MJJC foam cannon to test, which I honestly legitimately like. I use it all the time. It works very well. You know, I've had a couple other things that were sent to me as like test review samples, and I've legitimately liked them, or at least talked about them honestly. You know, but I think that if you're not honest in your videos, your viewers are going to see that. And it's very easy for people to, you know, to hit the comments and really beat people up. And that can just, that makes something that can already be kind of like a second job even worse. I try to cross promote in certain areas. Like I cross promote in Facebook. I join Facebook groups that are kind of relevant to the content that I'm creating. So Mini Cooper content, or detailing groups and Mini Cooper groups. And I try to like legitimately help people out. If people have questions and I may have answered them in a video in the past, I'll try to link to them and just try to view or try to bring engagement to people that are actually interested in the stuff that I'm trying to talk about. Um, I could definitely be better about other social, like Instagram and some of these other things I don't really dabble with yet, and I'm going to try to get into that a little bit more. Um, the next thing is I wish that I had spent I wish that I spent more time looking into the algorithms, like the YouTube algorithms and understanding how they worked in the beginning. Because they're like, if you upload too much, it doesn't, you don't get promoted. If you upload too little, you don't get promoted. If you, there's certain things that kind of get you natural promotion. And right now, shorts are where it's at. So you'll see a lot of people are uploading shorts because YouTube algorithms are pushing shorts over regular videos. So, you know, that can definitely help get your channel in front of more people, but you shouldn't live for the algorithms either. You know, do your own thing, post the videos that you think are relevant, try to produce good content, go from there. Um, Comments. I read every single comment, and I honestly reply to almost every single comment. They're the only ones I don't reply to are the ones that are just like, hey, thanks, good video. And then I'll just give it like it's like a heart. I don't know why it's a heart. If you like the comment, it just puts a heart next to it, which I guess is fine, whatever. Um, but I try to follow or I try to respond to every comment. I try to answer every question. I try to get back to people on a regular basis. But I could see how over time that turns into something that is more like a job, because you got people that are asking questions all the time. So the future for me, I'm going to continue producing videos. They're going to continue to be things that I like. I may not be the most followed channel in the world. That's fine. Um, but I'm going to continue talking about the things that I actually enjoy and I'm doing. And I've got some new products here to mess around with. Those will be in videos in the future. Some auto fiber stuff, flex tools, all kinds of different stuff. There will be a new car coming to the Improved Garage soon. I'm going to be getting rid of the Passport and replacing it with something new. So I think I'll do a separate video on a build for that, where I'm actually building and ordering that vehicle. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to be working on my office, which is where I work from home. But I'm going to talk about some of that stuff because there's going to be some tech in there. I'm going to do a Samsung TV, where I've done LGs and Sonys in the past. It'll be my first time owning a Samsung TV. I've got a bunch of audio equipment from Shit that's going to be going in there. Kanto stands, Project Speaker Box 5 speakers, Uplift desks, some other stuff. I'll be doing DMF lights in there, some acoustic treatments from Feltrite, select blinds like the ones that I have behind me there on the wall. So there's going to be a bunch of different things that I'm messing around with in there, and hopefully people like that content. If you want to see something in particular, leave a comment below. I'll read it, and most likely I'll do it. I'm going to get a little bit more into the apparel stuff. I've found a great supplier to make shirts for me, and I really like them. At this point, I have two colors. I have a green that I'm wearing, and I have a red, which I've worn in other videos. Those are really the only two that have the quality that I can stand by. I'm going to put together a website, a very rudimentary website, like using Shopify or something like that. I'm not sure yet what it's going to be. And I'm probably going to sell shirts for like $1 over cost. Um, I'm not here to make $1 million, but I have to, when I'm buying the shirts, I have to buy them in quantity of 36 and I have to pay for shipping and stuff like that. So in order for me to have more colors available, I need to kind of sell through some of the ones that I have, and selling them at cost is going to be the easiest way to do it. So I'll do a separate video on that once I have the website together. But if you're interested in buying a shirt, shoot me an email, jeff@improvedgarage.com. It's improved-garage.com. I'll happily sell you one at cost. Cost is a little under 25 bucks with shipping. I pay like $17 for the shirt. I paid like $2 a shirt in shipping to get them here. It's like 75 bucks for 36 shirts. And then the packing from Uline and the shipping to get it to you, shipping's like $3 to you. So it's like 23 and change. Plus, like I said, I like to make like $1 a shirt on them so that at least my shirt ends up being free after I sell the whole box. Over time, it'd be really cool, maybe do some different designs, but for now, it's just, this improved garage. So I'll do a separate video on that, like I said. But anyway, so I just wanted to share this, to talk about it. I've tried to be very forthcoming on this journey and talking through a lot of it. And I appreciate everybody that has subscribed. I appreciate everybody that watches every video. I appreciate, if you're watching this one, I appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you click the button. And leave comments. Let me know what I'm doing well. Let me know what I'm not doing well. And, I'll definitely read those and respond. Anyway, thank you for watching and have a great day.